Then I also asked Lenny when we were talking about writing more pieces, and you can see on his face that he wished he had written more. And I instinctively knew why he didn't write more. But John and I, Cordiano and I, would say, but you've written so many beautiful pieces. It's not a question of quantity anymore. It's not like Mozart has got to write, 40, 41 symphonies or whatever it is, or that Mahler had written 9+, and that you have written 3. We try to tell him, no, the quality of the work that you've done is so important. You've left us such a wonderful legacy. And I can see why, going backstage and all this sort of stuff, is that Lenny had this desire. Some people would say to be loved. I don't think it's that he needed to receive it. I think he needed to live it, both in giving it and receiving love. I think that his desire to perform, whereas composing is a solitary art form. When you compose, you're totally by yourself. And he did, and he composed beautiful pieces, a wide variety of them. But I think it became more and more difficult to carve out that alone time because he loved so much the interaction of him and musician and audience response. That's the immediate thrill. That's the immediate validation of your life as a musician. You perform, you hear the audience, you are alive on that podium. You're making things happen in real time. When you're alone as a composer, it's imaginary time. And I think that he was always battling how much he could put aside to achieve those private musical goals, as opposed to the immediate thrill of being embraced by everybody's love. And believe me, it's not a question of him going to them. They came to him. It was a tidal wave. It was a tsunami of love that came in his direction. And then, of course, he, being who he was open and equally loved it. He loved the musicians. He loved the music. He just loved being alive, musically alive. So I always thought that was an interesting paradox of alone time to compose and public time. And I think therein lies a lot of his own personal battle of how he was going to lead his life and how much he did or how much he didn't do.